Have you ever wondered why some men effortlessly make older women adore them, while others seem to struggle no matter what they say? It's not about looks, money, or even status. It's about words. The right words, spoken with sincerity, can unlock a deep sense of appreciation, admiration, and even attraction. But here's the catch: most men don't realize that some of the compliments they think are harmless or even flattering can backfire. In fact, there are 3 compliments that are so powerful. They should almost be considered forbidden because they create an irresistible emotional connection when used correctly. If you want to form genuine, lasting bonds with older women, you need to understand why these compliments work and, more importantly, how to use them effectively. When engaging in a conversation with an older woman, whether she's a colleague, a friend, or someone you admire, you may find yourself wanting to offer a compliment. You want to make her feel special, valued, and appreciated. But in that moment of hesitation, you might wonder, what's the right thing to say? Many people instinctively reach for classic compliments like, "You look great for your age," or "You're still so beautiful." While these comments are often meant to be flattering, they can carry unintended messages that diminish rather than uplift. Phrases like these imply that looking good is only impressive in the context of aging, as if youth is the ultimate standard against which all beauty is measured. They can make a woman feel like her worth is tied to how well she's managed to fight against time rather than who she is as a person. Older women, like everyone else, don't want to be appreciated for their ability to preserve youth. They want to be seen for their wisdom, their strength, their experiences, and the qualities that make them unique in the present moment, instead of emphasizing age as something to be defied. A truly meaningful compliment focuses on the essence of the person, her character, her energy, her intelligence, or the way she makes others feel. So, what should you say instead? Consider compliments that recognize her presence, her influence, and her depth. A simple yet powerful statement like, "I love the way you carry yourself with confidence," or "Your insight always makes me think differently," acknowledges something deeper than appearance. If you do want to compliment her looks, try something more personal and direct. "That color looks stunning on you," or "Your smile is so warm and inviting." These statements focus on what makes her uniquely radiant, rather than placing her beauty in the context of age. At the heart of it, a good compliment should make someone feel seen for who they are, not for how well they fit into society's expectations of aging. Acknowledging a woman's wisdom, resilience, humor, or kindness speaks volumes more than any comment about looking good for her age. The best compliments leave someone feeling empowered, valued, and truly appreciated in the moment, just as they are. When you compliment a woman on her presence rather than just her looks, you're acknowledging something much deeper: her energy, confidence, and the unique way she carries herself. This kind of compliment goes beyond the superficial and taps into something far more meaningful. Saying, "There's something about the way you carry yourself that's captivating," is an acknowledgement of her essence. It tells her that you see her not just for her physical beauty, but for the way she moves through the world, the way she holds her head high, the grace with which she interacts with others, the quiet or commanding confidence she exudes. It's about recognizing her as a whole person, not just an attractive face. This is particularly powerful for older women. They have spent years cultivating their sense of self, developing wisdom, and refining their character. They've been through life's ups and downs, learning and growing along the way. By the time a woman reaches a certain stage in life, she understands herself better than ever before. She knows her worth, and she values the qualities that set her apart from others. A compliment on her presence acknowledges that depth. It tells her that all of her experiences, struggles, and triumphs have shaped someone truly remarkable. Women, especially as they mature, often receive fewer compliments about who they are and more about their physical appearance when they were younger. While compliments about beauty can be flattering, they can also feel fleeting or surface level. What truly resonates is when someone notices who they have become rather than just how they look. When you recognize her presence, her confidence, the way she lights up a room, or the effortless way she makes people feel comfortable, you're validating something much more profound. You're telling her that she is magnetic, that she has an energy that draws people in. This type of compliment doesn't fade with time because presence isn't about youth. It's about the strength, grace, and authenticity that she has cultivated over the years. In essence, when you tell a woman, "There's something about the way you carry yourself that's captivating," you're offering a compliment that is timeless. It speaks to the core of who she is, making her feel seen, valued, and appreciated in a way that superficial compliments never could. Imagine the power of a single moment of a few carefully chosen words that completely shift the way someone feels about themselves and about you. Picture a woman in a crowded room, surrounded by conversation, laughter, and the usual social pleasantries. Perhaps she's used to hearing the same surface-level compliments, ones that barely scratch the surface of who she is. But then, something different happens. She hears your words, and they are unlike anything else. They are not about something obvious, like the color of her dress or the shape of her figure. They are not generic, not something she's heard 100 times before. Instead, they make her pause, for the first time in a long time. She doesn't feel like just another person blending into the background. She feels seen, truly seen, not just for how she looks, but for something deeper, something that resonates within her. Maybe it's the way you acknowledge her quiet strength, the way she listens intently, the way she carries herself with grace. Maybe it's the way you notice the fire in her spirit, the kindness in her eyes, or the wisdom in her words. Whatever it is, it touches her in a way that lingers, a way that means more than she expected. And in that moment, something shifts. It's not just flattery, it's recognition. She feels special. She feels appreciated. She feels understood. And that kind of validation, that kind of connection, is rare. It's the type of compliment that doesn't just fade into the noise of everyday life. Instead, it stays with her. It replays in her mind long after the conversation has ended, like a song that refuses to be forgotten. This is the moment when she starts to see you differently, because while most men only see beauty in the obvious, the striking features, the flawless makeup, the perfect curves, you see something more. You see her, and that makes all the difference. It sets you apart. It makes you unforgettable. The second forbidden compliment is about her mind. Intelligence, perspective, and insight are qualities that grow richer with age. And yet so many women feel as though they become invisible as they get older. When you say, "The way you think about things is so refreshing," or "I love hearing your perspective, it's always so thoughtful," you validate her intelligence and life experience. You make her feel valued for something deeper than what's on the surface. And here's the secret. People fall in love not with faces, but with minds. When a woman feels like her thoughts and ideas are appreciated, she naturally becomes drawn to the person who makes her feel that way. This passage highlights the importance of recognizing and appreciating a woman's intellect, particularly as she grows older. It addresses a common struggle many women face, the feeling of becoming invisible with age. Society often places immense value on youth and physical beauty, leading older women to feel overlooked or undervalued. However, intelligence, perspective, and insight are qualities that only deepen over time, making them incredibly meaningful and worthy of recognition. By complimenting a woman on the way she thinks, you are acknowledging something far more profound than just her appearance. Saying something like, "The way you think about things is so refreshing," or "I love hearing your perspective, it's always so thoughtful," goes beyond superficial praise. It tells her that her mind is not only noticed, but also admired. This validation reassures her that her experiences, wisdom, and unique way of understanding the world are valuable and appreciated. Furthermore, this passage reveals a powerful truth. People fall in love not with faces, but with minds. Physical attraction may play a role in initial attraction, but deep, lasting connections are built on intellectual and emotional bonds. When a woman feels that her thoughts and ideas are truly heard and respected, she naturally gravitates toward the person who makes her feel that way. This kind of connection fosters admiration, emotional intimacy, and a sense of being truly seen. In essence, the passage underscores the importance of acknowledging and celebrating a woman's intelligence, especially as she ages. It encourages deeper, more meaningful interactions where appreciation is based on substance rather than surface-level traits. Think about it. When was the last time someone truly admired your way of thinking? Not just agreed with you, not just nodded along, but actually found value in your unique perspective? That kind of recognition is rare, and it's magnetic. When you offer this compliment sincerely, it sparks a connection built on mutual respect and intellectual admiration, something that goes far beyond superficial attraction. This passage speaks to the deep human desire for recognition and intellectual validation. It highlights the rarity and significance of genuine admiration for someone's way of thinking, as opposed to mere agreement or passive acknowledgement. True intellectual admiration is not about politeness or social courtesy. It's about seeing and appreciating the depth, originality, and insight in someone's perspective. The opening question, think about it. When was the last time someone truly admired your way of thinking? Immediately engages the reader on a personal level. It invites introspection, prompting them to reflect on their own experiences and whether they have received this kind of recognition. The question implies that such moments are not common, making the reader more aware of their value. The distinction between agreement and admiration is crucial. Many interactions in life involve surface-level agreement. People nod along, say, "I see what you mean," or express vague affirmations. But true admiration goes deeper. It means someone is not just following along, but genuinely appreciating the uniqueness, depth, and originality of another person's thought process. This kind of recognition is rare precisely because it requires active engagement, critical thinking, and a willingness to see the world through another person's eyes. The passage then shifts to discussing the magnetic nature of such admiration. When a person feels that their perspective is valued in a deep and meaningful way, it creates a strong sense of connection. This is not the kind of attraction that stems from superficial qualities like physical appearance or social status. It is an intellectual and emotional connection built on respect and understanding. Such a connection can be far more enduring and meaningful than surface-level attraction because it is based on who a person is, rather than just how they look or what they have. Finally, the text emphasizes the power of offering this kind of compliment sincerely. When you tell someone that their way of thinking is impressive, that their ideas have given you new insight, or that you appreciate the way they approach problems, you are giving them something valuable recognition of their intellect and individuality. This act of admiration fosters deeper conversations, builds trust, and lays the foundation for relationships based on mutual respect. Ultimately, the passage is a reminder that intellectual admiration is one of the most powerful ways to connect with others. It urges the reader not only to seek out such recognition, but also to give it freely when they encounter a mind that inspires them. The third forbidden compliment revolves around a woman's impact on others, a subject that carries deep emotional weight, especially for someone who has lived through decades of experiences, challenges, and triumphs. As people grow older, society often shifts its attention away from them, prioritizing youth, beauty, and novelty. However, what is often overlooked is the wealth of wisdom, presence, and quiet influence that older individuals, particularly women, carry with them. When you tell a woman, you make people feel so comfortable and appreciated, or your presence changes the energy in a room in the best way. You are giving her more than just words, you are giving her validation. These statements acknowledge something intangible yet profoundly important, her influence on the world around her. A woman who has spent years nurturing relationships, offering kindness, and simply existing with grace and wisdom often does not realize the full extent of her impact. She may have brightened someone's day with a warm smile, offered words of encouragement that changed the course of a younger person's decisions, or been a steady presence in the lives of her loved ones without ever being fully aware of how much she mattered. This compliment, then, is powerful because it affirms her significance. It tells her that she's not just passing through life unnoticed, but rather shaping it in ways that extend beyond herself. Her presence is not just appreciated, it is transformative. In a society where older women are sometimes made to feel invisible, where their contributions and value are often overshadowed by a culture that glorifies youth, this kind of acknowledgement serves as a powerful counterforce. It reminds her that she is still seen, still relevant, and still making a difference. Furthermore, the impact of this compliment goes beyond the words themselves. It reaches into the very core of human nature, the need to be recognized, to feel that one's life has had meaning, and to know that one's presence in the world has left an imprint. For an older woman, hearing such a sentiment can bring a renewed sense of purpose and validation, reinforcing the idea that her journey has not been in vain. Ultimately, this compliment is not just about making her feel good. It is about honoring her legacy. It is about reminding her that the kindness, wisdom, and presence she has shared with others have not gone unnoticed. It reassures her that she is, indeed, deeply impactful, perhaps in ways she has never even realized. This type of compliment is far more profound than simple flattery. Flattery often involves surface-level praise, commenting on someone's appearance, a temporary achievement, or something that only holds momentary significance. But when you recognize the deeper, lasting impact a person has on the world, you are acknowledging something far more meaningful. It's about seeing beyond the obvious and appreciating the essence of who they are, their wisdom, kindness, resilience, or the way they have touched the lives of others. This could be through the lessons they have imparted, the love they have given, the strength they have shown in difficult times, or the way they have made a difference in the lives of those around them. Such a compliment is not just about what they have done, but about who they are at their core. When you express this kind of recognition, you create an emotional bridge between you and the person you are speaking to. It fosters a deep connection because it shows that you truly see them not just as they are in the present moment, but as a person whose life has meaning and significance. It validates their experiences, their struggles, and their triumphs. It tells them that their journey matters, that they are valued, and that their influence continues to shape the world around them. This type of compliment transcends the limitations of age, time, and circumstances. It reassures someone that even as years pass, their presence and impact remain. It is a powerful form of acknowledgement that resonates on an emotional level, offering not just appreciation but a sense of purpose and belonging. When you make someone feel important in this way, You are not just giving them a compliment, you are giving them a gift of affirmation, respect, and lasting emotional connection. The core message revolves around authenticity. Compliments should be sincere, coming from a place of genuine admiration rather than an attempt to impress or gain favor. Breaking down the key ideas, authenticity matters. The passage begins by addressing a common concern: how to deliver compliments in a way that feels natural rather than forced. The answer lies in authenticity. A person should not compliment just for the sake of it or with ulterior motives. Instead, compliments should reflect a true appreciation for something meaningful about the woman. Observe and appreciate instead of throwing out generic praises. The passage suggests paying close attention to specific qualities that make a woman unique. It highlights 3 particular aspects. 1, that the way she carries herself. This could refer to her confidence, poise, grace, or personal style. It's about noticing how she presents herself in different situations and recognizing qualities like elegance, strength, or warmth. 2, that the way she thinks. A woman's intelligence, perspective, creativity, or insight can be deeply attractive, rather than just focusing on physical appearance. One should pay attention to her thoughts, opinions, and problem-solving abilities. 3, that the way she makes people feel. This is about her emotional impact on those around her. Does she bring joy, comfort, or inspiration to others? A woman who is kind, compassionate, or uplifting deserves to be acknowledged for these qualities. Expressing genuine admiration. The passage encourages speaking up when something remarkable is noticed. Many times, people see something beautiful in another person but hesitate to share it. This passage advises against that hesitation. Instead, it promotes open and sincere expression of admiration, ensuring that the woman feels valued and appreciated, making someone feel seen and heard beyond the act of complimenting. The passage emphasizes the importance of validation. A well-placed compliment can make a person feel seen, heard, and appreciated. 3 fundamental human desires, rather than simply focusing on physical beauty. The right words can affirm a woman's worth beyond the surface level, recognizing her depth and individuality. The underlying message: this passage is not just about giving compliments, it's about meaningful human connection. It teaches the reader to be observant, appreciative, and vocal about the good they see in others. By focusing on authenticity, the act of complimenting becomes a genuine expression of admiration rather than a rehearsed social tactic. This is how you create connections that last. This is how you make older women adore you, not by trying to impress them, not by focusing on their looks, but by recognizing the depth of who they truly are. Because at the end of the day, what people crave most is to be understood, to be valued, and to be truly seen. It encourages mindfulness in communication, urging the reader to choose their words with care and intention. Breaking down the message, a call to action. The phrase, "So now, it's your turn," serves as a direct invitation to the reader, positioning them as an active participant rather than a passive observer. Implies that the responsibility now lies with them to implement what they have learned. Specific social context. The instruction, the next time you speak to an older woman, sets a clear and defined scenario. It acknowledges that interactions with older women, whether they are friends, mentors, or figures of admiration, carry meaning. The text subtly underscores the value and wisdom of older women, reminding the reader of their significance. Mindful word choice. The directive to choose your words carefully highlights the importance of being intentional in communication. Words hold weight, and what is said or unsaid can have a profound effect on another person. This phrase suggests that care, respect, and thoughtfulness should guide one's words. The power of a thoughtful compliment. Offer a compliment that speaks to her essence, her intelligence, or her impact. This is a key element of the passage. Instead of generic praise, the message encourages deeper, more meaningful recognition. Compliments should not merely focus on surface level attributes such as appearance, but should acknowledge something intrinsic, one's character, wisdom, or contributions to the world. Observing the response and watch how she responds. This phrase introduces the idea that words have the power to elicit emotion and create a moment of connection. A thoughtful compliment can brighten someone's day, validate their experiences, and foster a deeper bond between people. Seeing and recognizing people deeply, because when you see someone for who they truly are and you have the courage to say it out loud, you create something powerful, something unforgettable. This part of the text highlights the deeper psychological and emotional impact of genuine recognition. Many people go through life feeling unseen or unappreciated. The phrase, see someone for who they truly are, suggests an act of deep empathy and understanding. Recognizing another person's value and expressing it verbally can be transformative. 3. The words courage to say it out loud imply that expressing admiration or appreciation requires vulnerability and confidence. Sometimes people hesitate to express sincere appreciation out of fear or social awkwardness, but this passage encourages overcoming that hesitation for the outcome. Something powerful, something unforgettable reinforces the lasting impact of a well-placed, sincere compliment. The key to a lasting impression. The final sentence ties everything together, and that, more than anything else, is the key to making a lasting impression. This conclusion emphasizes that genuine recognition and appreciation are more memorable than superficial charm or rehearsed social skills. It subtly suggests that leaving a lasting impact on someone is not about being impressive or charismatic. It is about truly seeing them and acknowledging their worth in a meaningful way. Underlying themes, empathy and connection, encourages genuine human connection through thoughtful communication. Respect for older women highlights their value and the importance of acknowledging their wisdom and impact. Power of words reinforces the idea that words, when used with intention, can create lasting and meaningful effects. Encouragement to act directs the reader to apply this lesson in real-life interactions, making it practical and actionable. Final thoughts. This passage serves as a heartfelt reminder of the importance of sincere appreciation. It is not just about paying compliments, but about seeing people, truly seeing them, and having the courage to voice that recognition. When done with authenticity, such moments can create powerful, lasting impressions that transcend time.